I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you I've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me. No, we're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all. We should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back. Starting from scratch, I won't let you go. No, I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go. No, baby, I will not, because I still believe you're my gravity. You will never be what I expected. Different frequencies, that's why we ain't connected. You know I will make it through, I got nothing to lose but you. It's true you're so far away, and it's true I can feel the same. It's another day, you know you want me to stay, but I go my way. I won't let you go. No, I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go. No, baby, I will not, because I still believe you're my gravity. You're my gravity. You're calling out my name, but the echo numbs your pain. Sorry, but more than just a shadow, I'm more than just a man. You don't care how I feel, you don't know how I feel. No, you don't know how. I wash away the sorrow till my heart can beat again. You're my gravity. No, you're my gravity. I will let you go. The only thing that I know, you were my gravity, but now I had to leave. I will let you go. Why do you think that I want? Why do you think that I want? I know how to breathe into my gravity. 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 I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you I've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me. No, we're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all. We should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back. Starting from scratch, I won't let you go. No, I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go. No, baby, I will not.
Warning: the Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
Talking about my generation.
Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here as we get ready for the season finale for both the Duracell Ultra Lite Series and the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series. At the conclusion of this weekend, we will be crowning two champions, and we first have to set the starting lineup for those two respective series. We kick things off here this weekend with the Duracell Ultra Lite Series drivers. First time that the playoffs has ever been implemented here in the Lite Series, and we have four drivers that are in the hunt for said title here tomorrow afternoon. One got in through a victory, the other three pointed their way in, and we are getting set now to find out where those four will be in what will be a 30-car starting lineup. 10 minutes for these 30 drivers that have shown up here in the Irish Hills for the overall season finale, and only one can start on the pole position, as looks like it will be Colin Grace in the 27, going to be the first one off of pit road. For four drivers, the goal is simple: finish ahead of the other three, win the title. For 26 other drivers here this weekend, the goal is also pretty simple: end out the season with a trip to victory lane. Colin Grace has had a really solid season. 2 trips to victory lane. Was up in the round of 9, but just could not find the consistency at Arizona, Daytona, and Rockingham to be able to either win or point into this Final Four. Colin ended up being, I believe it was, I want to say 5 points short of the final transfer spot. Sits 5th in the point standings, would like to finish out the season 5th in points, the highest that a driver can finish that was eliminated in the second round of the playoffs. And look at end out the season as well with a 3rd trip to victory lane, which would tie Cam Wright Jr. for most here in Season 2. We need to remember as well that as things are currently looking right now, there are going to be quite a number of spots that will be open in the Cup Series next season. And for a number of the drivers here this season, it's an opportunity to be able to put a resume together. We know that at the conclusion of tomorrow afternoon's race, Cam Wright Jr., Eli Bright, Cody Majorek, Juan Garcia, one of them's going to win the championship, and one of them's going to have a guaranteed chartered Cup Series ride should they so choose it. That doesn't mean that we're not going to necessarily see some of these other names that we've seen regularly here on Saturdays not make their way up to the Cup Series. I mean, you look at those four that I mentioned. You look at Kyle Langland, Colin Grace, Skylar Taylor, Roberto Crown Jr., Aubrey Powell, Autumn Brooks, you could even make a case for. Nathan Stapleton. There are players in this series that you could easily see jumping up to a Cup Series ride here next season, regardless of the fact that they didn't win the championship. Their seasons have been so good here in Lights that they look like they're ready to battle in the Cup Series. So it will be interesting to kind of follow Silly Season here as it continues to progress and see if we have any of these drivers make their way up into the Cup Series for Season 9. There is one of our drivers that is locked into the Final Four, will run for the championship here tomorrow afternoon. Eli Bright out of Trackhouse Racing. Eli Bright picking up the victory at Daytona a couple of weeks ago that locked him into the Final Four. That was his first win on the season. What a time for that to happen. And he's got some good consistency coming into this weekend as well. He finished 7th last week at Rockingham. So a 1st and a 7th in his last 2 starts. Looking pretty good. See if we can find the other playoff contenders, the other Final Fours. How about Cody Majorek out of Joanna Atwood Motorsports, coming off a great run, a top 5 run last week at Rockingham. Had to work his way up through the field to be able to get it as well. He jumped from 8th to 3rd in points because of that run and pointed his way into the Final Four. So keep an eye on him. I believe he is the only there's actually 2 Chevrolets and 2 Toyotas as far as the representation and running for this championship here this weekend. There's Cam Wright Jr. And Cam, under normal circumstances, would probably be coming in statistically as the favorite to win the title, but in terms of momentum, not really the case. Cam Wright Jr. got lucky. He got lucky that he had enough of a buffer going into Rockingham last week to be able to point his way in. He got the final 4th position in the standings as far as transferring here into this championship hunt. He finished 11th. He started way out back and was able to work forward to finish just outside of the top 10, but he got lucky. He got very lucky because he did not have the best of starting track position in that race. So in terms of momentum, I would say that Juan Garcia and Eli Bright have a little bit more momentum than he does, but that does not mean that Cam Wright Jr. is out of it. Only 3-time winner on the season, and he's 8th on the board right now in terms of qualifying. Let me double check. He is 3rd fastest of the Final Four contenders. Right now, Cody Majorek is in 4th, and Juan Garcia is in 7th. Eli Bright 13th. So all 4 of the Final Four drivers have brought some pretty decent qualifying speed here this weekend, as there is Juan Garcia, 2-time winner on the season. And if you're talking about experience level at 2-mile racetracks, Juan Garcia might be the favorite coming into this because he has 2 victories on the season. One of them was back at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. But take a guess where his other one was. Auto Club, the regular season finale, another 2-mile speedway. So if they've brought the same car, same setup here this weekend that they had back during the regular season finale, look out. This Jack Daniels Toyota could very well be the one to beat. There's Daniel Voiles in the 23. We'll be keeping an eye on him here tomorrow afternoon, as however well he does in the Lite Series race might be indicative of how he'll do in the Cup Series race on Sunday, and he's in the hunt for the championship on the Cup Series side, along with R.J. Bishop, Alexander Rowe, and last week's winner from Rockingham, Nick Gunther. Speaking of Cup Series drivers showing out, top of the board right now is the 0-1 out of Adrenaline Motorsports, who currently is on pit road, getting another fresh set of tires. Jack Mitchell currently would have the pole position as things are currently scored. Mitchell currently at a 40.873. Aubrey Powell right now would be on the outside of the front row, and that Near State Batteries Toyota Supra, 40.903, the lap time that she currently has. Wes McCoy currently is 3rd fastest. Top 3, the only ones to hit sub-41 second lap times. Then Cody Majorek and Juan Garcia, a couple of playoff contenders, a couple of our Final Four drivers, 4th and 5th, currently on the board. Checking in on the other Final Four drivers, Cam Wright Jr. is currently slotted in 8th. Eli Bright was 11th, has drifted down to 18th currently. Looks like Mitchell, an extended stay there on pit road. They may feel they are done for the day here with 2 minutes remaining. There's McCoy, former winner on the season back at Kentucky. For his second win on the season. Haas Racing been super strong this year, seen victories out of, I believe, all of their drivers. Yeah, Wes McCoy, Colin Grace, Aubrey Powell. My mind's blanking to the fourth driver there. Cole Koibe, that's who the other driver was. Got a little over a minute remaining. I'm just out of curiosity going to check and see. We talked about Juan Garcia winning at Auto Club. Where did the other Final Four contenders finish at that racetrack? So Garcia had the win. Cody Majoric was 7th. And it does not look like the other two fared that well. 19th for Eli Bright, and Cam Wright Jr. finished 2 laps down in 26th. So does the success or lack thereof at Auto Club, is that going to be indicative of the luck of these Final Four here? So Cody Majoric, who we're looking at right now, had a top 10 run at Auto Club. Keep an eye on him. .30 seconds left on the clock. They sent Jack Mitchell back out here. Not sure exactly why. I think he's got the pole position locked up, and that is going to be the 4th Cup Series driver to win a pole this season, following R.J. Bishop, Eric Sadler, Anthony McCrory, and Bryce Egan. So Jack Mitchell going to be the one that will lead us to green here tomorrow. Mitchell got eliminated from the playoffs last week at Rockingham on the Cup Series side, but he'll look maybe for a weekend sweep here at Michigan on Lights and Cup Series action. As we're just waiting now, the red flag has been displayed. Scoring is no longer being done. We're just waiting for the official word that the session is concluded, and it will be the Chevrolet of Jack Mitchell, the Toyota of Aubrey Powell. 2 drivers that are just here this weekend in the Light Series race at Michigan to win. Looks like we're going to have 3 of our Final Four drivers starting up inside of the top 10. As there we go, we finally have concluded the session. And here's a look at what the starting lap's going to look like for tomorrow. How about that lap time there by Jack Mitchell? We talked about only 3 drivers hit sub 41 second lap times. He's the only driver to hit the 40.8. The other 2 were in the 9s. McCoy going to start 3rd. And then Cody Majoric and Juan Garcia, good starting track position for those championship contenders in 4th and 5th. Daniel Voiles, 6th. Cole Koibe will be 7th. Nathan Fogler, 8th. Cam Wright Jr. going to be inside the top 10 in 9th. And Dave Smith is going to complete the top 10. Eli Bright, 18th is where he'll roll off the grid here tomorrow. Looks like a lot of the Trackhouse cars qualified right around in that 14th to 19th range there. You got Reggie Fogelman there, 14th. You got Eli Brighton, 18th, and Roberto Crown Jr. in 19th. Juan Garcia leapfrogging all of his teammates there to start inside of the top 5. And there's a look at the rest of the starting lineup here. Michigan is definitely a track that you can make passes at. So anybody that qualified back here, don't expect them to stay back there for very long. There's Mike Tellier, 21st, last week's winner from Rockingham. Keep an eye on him. We got the Adrenaline Motorsports Chevrolet doing really well there with Jack Mitchell, Dave Smith qualified in the top 10. Their teammate Brody Kupski back here in 23rd. Sean Galligan has had a really good second half of the season down this home stretch. Going to start back at 24th. You got Skylar Taylor back here. Ralph Mason, who's had a great couple of weeks. Dylan Young, Cup Series driver. Keep an eye on all these guys. They won't be back here for very long. They'll be up at the front before you know it. Michigan's a track that's wide, it's spacious. If you got a strong enough car, if you're able to manipulate the draft, you'll get up there pretty quick. But congratulations to Jack Mitchell. It's his first Lite Series pole of his career. Becomes the 5th Cup Series driver to win a pole here in Season 2. And we will look forward to seeing how this starting lineup translates into who's going to win the championship here tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 1 o'clock tomorrow, it's the Cup Series drivers for qualifying. We'll see the Cup drivers at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Sunday for their race to close out the season. An exciting weekend of racing and championship trophies here in the Irish Hills. If you guys enjoyed the qualifying session, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, part of the crew today. We've shown you your starting lineup for tomorrow afternoon's race. We'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for the Lites race and Cup qualifying as you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of NNSCRA TV, offline racing at its best.
The following has been a presentation of NNSCRA TV for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of the NNSCRA is prohibited. NNSCRA would like to thank all of our loyal fans, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.